ไม่ hay
Good morning, Mr. Tom. Only good luck if you donate. Yeah, exactly. Hello, handsome man. Where you go now? ไปไหน กินข้าวหรือยัง Yo! Yo, Adrian. Bam! You are the very first of the day, and thus you are entitled to good luck. Good luck for you! So, let me just give you guys a little breakdown, first of all, of what I'm doing. Right now, obviously I'm walking. I'm in my hood, my neighborhood. And, you know, I guess I could go and get a song towel or a boat and go somewhere. But I figure it's better to spend my time in the area so that I can walk and I don't have to go somewhere and spend the time doing that, because really I don't have that much time left. I got a lot of things to do in preparation for this. And to be completely honest, you know, I fluctuate between just remember to take your time, and you know, you're like, for me, my wind is not the problem. My endurance cardiovascularly, it's about my body, you know, my joints and that kind of thing. So part of me is like, I wonder if I can do it. Let's go across here. I wonder if my body will hold up. And then the other part of me is like, I can do this. I just have to set really small goals, you know, go from point A to point B, make sure I'm hydrated, make sure I'm not carrying that much weight, blah, blah, blah. You know, I don't have a huge backpack, which I won't. And I'll do it. But that's one reason why I've begun walking every day more than usual, which is usually I walk about an hour a day. And now I'm walking about 3 or 4, starting to. But I am using Google. I am picking my places and one of the things I'm doing is, I know the city and I know how far I have to walk, but the good thing about Google is that you can check and see if there's any hotels nearby. So unless I absolutely have to, I won't be sleeping on the side of the road. Which obviously is a good thing. I prefer to be sleeping in a hotel, even if it's a little guest house, as long as there's a shower and some hot water. It doesn't matter, but there are hotels all up and down the route where I'm going. Hey, Carl. Well, I don't know if there's going to be that many heights. Now, my wife was like, aren't you scared? And I'm like, I hadn't even thought of that. I'm like, scared of what? Now, I may be a little bit fearful that I'll fail, because I've already failed once just going from Chiang Rai to Chiang Mai. But I didn't really have a clue. I didn't really think it out. Not that I'm thinking this out all that much better, but I am thinking about, carrying less weight on my back, walking beforehand, and planning things out a little bit better. So, one day I may walk, 35 kilometers. The next day I may only walk 25. The day after that I may walk 50. I don't know about 50, but and Polska, you were talking about a 24-hour marathon. As it turns out, listen to this. I had a ticket purchased on Viet Air because they had a special. So of course I got to take advantage of the special. Budget airline, which I don't particularly like, but I'll take them over Air Asia. So I bought the ticket, and I've got like a 6:50 a.m. flight or something like that. I'm like, perfect. I'll get there early. I'll jump on a bus, and I'll go to Masai. And there's buses every 20, 30 minutes. They're only 30 baht to get to Masai. They're the Thai buses, but that's fine. So yesterday, my wife goes, hey, next week, she's talking about something with my son, with Nicholas. I didn't really hear, and I go, what are you guys talking about? She goes, oh, she's talking about how next week we're gonna have to go to the place. I'm like, what place? When you get your junior Marine certificate, you go to the ROTC in a Thai school. You basically turn your paperwork in once it's done to some government office, which Alex has already done this. And then you do not have to do military service in Thailand, which is part of the reason why we had them do this. So Alex is already squared away. Actually, he went in, turned the paperwork in. Now, next week, he's going in and he'll be picking up his confirmation from them that says, you do not have to do military service. However, if something happens, there's a war and we need backup soldiers, you may be called, right? Which that ain't gonna happen if I have it my way, because he's an American citizen, so he doesn't really have to. He could always split to America or whatever, but whatever he wants. So my wife tells me, yeah, we gotta go to that place next week. I said, next week? I said, next week when? On the 19th. I said, the 19th. I said, I told you I'm leaving on the 19th. Now this is typical of my wife, and maybe it's typical of other women. I told her, I'm leaving on the 19th. I'm going to Chiang Rai. Yeah. Yeah. No, not uh-huh. She had her head up her ass. Wasn't listening, of course. She's in La La Land. Yeah, okay. I know. I heard you. So what does she do? She makes the appointment for the day I'm supposed to leave. So I can't get out of it because the father has to be there. I have to sign the paperwork, right? So I'm like, I'm pissed, you know, because I wanted to leave. I had everything scheduled. I had a hotel. I'm ready to go. And of course, you know, she's like, she doesn't know what to say because she's kind of, she knows. Like, she knows that I did tell her. She knows she screwed up. And she knows I'm, you know, me being pissed is justifiable. I say, you know, I'm going to have to see what I can do about this. So I go online. I thought maybe I'll just pay a little change fee. And, you know, if worst comes to worst, I'll get another ticket. Although I don't want to. Where am I going? Take a little walk through here first. Dancing girls. Although I don't really want to go this way. No music means maybe the video or stream will be monetizable. So let me walk through here. So anyway, I go online. It says, oh man, it says that I can change my flight. And I'm like, okay, great. I go to pay. It's like, okay, it's like, you know, the ticket cost with taxes and everything, it costs like 1,100 baht. This is gonna bug me. I gotta get through here. And I should talk over this so that maybe the stream won't be demonetized. Oh, yeah. Some Chinese person with a company that waits for Chinese music to be played is gonna send a message to YouTube, and that's it. Not that it really matters. Wow, they haven't cut the grass in a while. Maybe this is coming next. Here we go, right here. We got all the sexy old ladies doing their exercise. Anyway, getting back to this whole ordeal. You know, I'm telling the old lady, you're gonna pay for this one. You screwed up. You know, I had this all set up. It's exactly how I wanted it. Had hotels, everything, right? So I go online. I see that for like, it was like 578 baht. I could do a change for the same day, just late in the day. You know what I mean? So instead of leaving at 6:45 in the morning or whatever it was, 6 in the morning, I would leave at I think 6:45 at night, right? So I go to pay. Sorry, there's an error. You know, it's Vietnam Airline. You can't even, there's not even, you know, you can't go and pay at like 7-Eleven or through the bank or whatever. You got to pay with a card. So I put my card and I go, there's money. I know I can pay for this. Error, sorry. Maybe because it's not a Vietnamese card. So I grab another card. Okay. Should be fine, right? No, it's not fine. Error, sorry. So I'm like, son of a bitch. I'm gonna have to buy a new ticket. New ticket, at this point, you know, when you choose the seat and, you know, that kind of stuff, and with the taxes, it works out to anywhere from 1,000 to 1,500 baht. It's just not all that much money, but I already have a ticket. And I'm supposed to be making a change fee, which is very minimal, to get another ticket, you know, to get a different time. So I call the lady up and she says, oh yeah, our system is not set up so that you can change your ticket to leave on the same day. You can't leave at a later time on the same day. I said, well, I don't want to leave the next day. No, I can change it here. I said, okay. So long story long, she changed my flight to a later time, to nighttime. I canceled my hotel room. Okay. Oh. He doesn't want to fly away. I canceled my hotel room. And so now what it means is I'm gonna get to Chiang Rai late, and I'm not gonna be able to just go right to Maasai. So I changed hotels. I got a hotel closer to the airport. Yep, a little bit cheaper, right? Because I've already, I've got a budget. Basically it's the best value and as low as possible. And so, I'm set up for that. But now I can't leave to Maasai until the next morning, which is fine. But if I go in the morning, do I want to start walking the same day I get there, right when I get there? No, not particularly. But I will. So what I may do, and I'll have to see, depends on the weather and whatever else, I may go there, Polska, getting back to you, I may go there and I'll get there around 10 or 11 o'clock. I'll make sure I have a meal, everything I need, and then I'll start walking. And maybe I'll do a 24-hour stream straight away. Get that done, get it out of the way, and just keep walking. It's 63 kilometers to Chiang Rai. So if I walk for, say, 12 out of the 24 hours, which could be, an hour of walking, an hour of rest, an hour of walking, an hour of rest, that would just about get me to Chiang Rai in 24 hours. So that's my plan in depth. All right, let's take a look out here because this is a busy time right now here. If I walk barefoot, oh Jesus. I don't know about that one, man. My feet are pretty tough, but I don't know that they're that tough. It'd be nice to have the money, but I don't know. I think if that one's some serious thought. I would consider it though, I'm not gonna crawl, buddy. That ain't gonna happen. That'll take me forever. But at least in some parts, like if I'm walking on ground like this, it'll be hot though. Whew. Listen, my feet are like leather because I always walk in flip-flops. But we'll see. $20 an hour by CASHAPP. Sounds like a plan to me. No reflective vest, but reflective tape. And I'll have a headlamp on for in the dark. Still a little bit slower here than usual. duck. Oof. Yeah, listen, the Manscaped, they help. Dre, one of the things that I'm looking for, and I don't know if I can get it fast enough if I can't find it. My wife's supposed to go to CASHAPP this weekend. She wants to get one of those things. It's like a hat, but it's an umbrella hat. But I have a hat already that covers my neck up. I have a jungle hat. Thank you, Fidelity. Can't you walk till you don't want to walk anymore and then get a grab? That's questionable, because you wear a fedora. That's questionable because, first of all, there may not be a grab, and if there is, they may not be willing to come out to the middle of fucking nowhere, which is where I'll be in some cases. And the other thing is, you know, listen, if I can't do it, I can't do it. If my body breaks down to the point where, you know, I'm going to be in serious, I'm going to have some serious damage, then, yeah, of course it's cheating. And I don't want to do that. I want to walk, which is why I'm, you know, like, it's not how fast I walk. It's about getting the walk done. You know, so I may walk slower than Jesus fucking Christ. You know, I don't have to walk at 5 kilometers an hour. I can walk at, you know, 3.5 or 4 if need be. Whatever it takes. Right now, what I am experiencing is a little bit of soreness because I haven't walked this long in a while, you know, this far. So I'm a little bit sore. The bottom of my feet, you know, they feel like they're bruised. You know, a little bit of joint pain, but take some Motrin. Listen, if I can't get through this, I'm not going to ever get through the Congo unless I'm on like a very nice tour, which is expensive. I need some water. What the fungula? I just want water. Here we go. He's tired. All right, let's keep walking. I'm gonna turn around. There's a way I want to go. You know, I got the gimbal in my hand. I forgot to charge it last night, which, you know, this thing lasts pretty long, but I really don't think I want to bring this because it's just additional weight, you know? I don't know, though. I have to think about it. It's one or the other. It's a little lightweight mini tripod, or it's this gimbal. Nobody expected me to stream this early, I take it. And more than likely, when I'm walking up there, I probably will just stream at 9 o'clock, or, you know, it depends on if there's a good connection or not, but there should be. Well, you know, I woke up and I thought, you know, it's train the same way as whatever you're doing. So, you know, if you're a fighter, you spar and you train like that. If you're a runner, you run. And if you're walking, you walk. And if you're walking early, then you got to make sure you get up. And I don't particularly like to get out on the road early. I don't mind waking up, but I like to take my sweet ass time. So this is, you know, tomorrow I probably will not stream. The next day, I don't know. But tomorrow I'll stream and it'll be like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. So earlier is better. Not as hot, you know. And there's so many smells, and right now it smells good, you know. Chop that ice up. Look at this. You know this guy's strong. Every guy who handles ice that I've ever seen has always been very muscular. What's that? You gonna be streaming the whole day walking when I'm... No, definitely not. It would cost me an arm and a leg to do that. And why would I want to? Because I got to carry the phone up in the air, trying to stabilize it. It makes no sense. And plus, it's boring. Nobody wants to watch all the time. Now, one 24-hour stream, that's a different story. But then after that, it'll probably be an hour every morning just to kind of check in. The rest of the time I'll be shooting video and photos. Or nothing. Stall. I love staw. Staw is stink bean, in case you don't know. They're like a big old lima bean, except a little bit harder. And they taste great, but and this is a big but, when you pee or when you shit, there is a certain odor that they give off. And I can always tell when someone in our family has been eating straw because of the smell. You know, it's like somebody takes a piss and you go into the bathroom, you smell it. So I'm hesitant to buy my wife some because she loves them. So do I, but I don't want to eat them all the time. The kids don't want to eat them because they don't want the after smell. Where am I heading? I'm not really heading anywhere right now. This is Bangkok. Actually, it's Klongjan / Bangkok. I'm right on the edge. And I really don't have a destination here. I'm just going to walk. I have an idea of what route I'm going to take, but a little bit different than yesterday. Nah, it's a little different than that. And yes, it's early. It's not that early. It's 6:30 in the morning. To me, that's, it's early, but not that early. 4 o'clock in the morning is early. So we're going to get out of here, and instead of walking towards the mall, we're going to walk towards Ramkhameng Road. So at this point, I've been walking for about an hour. Half hour before the stream. So I just want to get in anywhere from 2 to 4 hours right now. In a couple of days, I'll do some more. I'll do like some split days where I go 3 hours and 3 hours, something like that. I already have posted a route. Not all the specifics, but if you go to my website at americaninbangkok.com, there's a Google map on there that shows the route. And so, 1 week and counting. And I have a list of the first half of the trip already pretty much done. Just have to confirm it. Just go over it again, double check it, and then I'll do the second half. Then I'm going to send that off to Dre, the fine graphic designer / programmer, who is working on a shirt for me. And the cities will be on the back, and then the map of the trip in Thai colors will be on the front. So could be nice. Hang on a second, I gotta reposition here. Slippery. So that'll happen before I leave, so that'll be nice. I have some shirts. Unfortunately, I won't be able to get a shirt in time to wear it unless I can send it somewhere to a hotel or something. Is there any place? Well, there's a lot of islands and stuff, and I'm sure there's places I haven't been. Or I've been to some places, like I've been to some places for boxing where I just went to the event and then I came home, or I went to the event and then the next day I went somewhere, and that was it. I spent 3 days and 2 nights there. So yeah, there's places, but I mean, as far as places like off the top of my head that I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta go there. Not really. Hey, no worries, no worries. That's the thing. I got to look now to see, hey, what's a good place for me to go that a lot of a lot of people don't go to. I think anybody would struggle to complete it, and it's not about, obviously I want to complete it. I want to see, look at that. Do you see that? That little critter I wonder if he's running away from a cat. Obviously I want to complete it. It's a hell of a trip. And even my wife last night, I was showing her the route. And she goes, I think you're crazy. Aren't you scared? I'm like, scared of what? The bad people. I'm like, well, there's bad people in Bangkok too, But, she's like, I think I think you're crazy. Somebody else told me, you're out of your mind. And Jim, very kindly, Mr. Jim, sent me, yes, I have been. Several times, actually. Jim sent me I did not know this, but, I did do some research to see how many people have even tried this trip or attempted it and completed it. And there was one Thai who's, well, it's a challenge, If I get it done, it's like, woohoo. If I don't, the thing is I do know somebody who's fairly entrenched. That would be Steve in Thailand, whose daughter is actually leaving today for the United States. And he's, understandably a bit worried and concerned, and he's going to be missing his daughter, and, she's going to be missing them because she's going to go study in the States. But anyway, there are some people in the South that I do know that can help me a little bit. And but anyway, he sent me this thing about this guy from Body Slam, Toon Body Slam. I did not know, but there was one Thai guy who his wife or girlfriend died, and she wanted to go to Chiang Rai, and he was in Satun. And so it's raining. So he promised her before she died that he would go to Chiang Rai for her. And so he did. He walked to Chiang Rai, supposedly. Okay. Then there was a foreigner, and he went from Masai, and he didn't go all the way to the very southernmost point, but he did go into, I forget where he went, but it was, maybe 100 miles from the border. But then this guy, Toon Body Slam. Now, I find this a bit, I don't know much about him, and I find it I mean, he's either a complete stud, or you know, something doesn't add up. But he ran about 25 miles every single day for 55 days. And I'm like, how the hell did he do that? You know, that's 2.5 miles an hour times 10 hours for 55 days. So, I mean, he does have a runner's body and he does look strong, and I wouldn't doubt that he did it. I'm not saying that, but I mean, Jesus, that's a feat, you know. But then I think he was 39 or something when he did it. And in my opinion, I'm sure he trained for it, you know. He's a runner, so that helps. But it was interesting to see that this guy actually ran it. Yeah, he jogged. Listen, I tried to do the Chiang Rai to Chiang Mai, and I had way too much weight on my back. You know, because I thought I'm gonna need a tent. I'm gonna need a sleeping bag, and both of them weren't like real lightweight. They were, you know, they were kind of heavy. And then I had like different cameras. I had like 3 different cameras, and just way too much. I didn't have the Camelback, and so I had to carry a water bottle. You know, it was too much. So now I have next to nothing. Everything is very small and very lightweight, which is why I don't even know if I want to bring the gimbal. I can bring a little mini tripod and it'll do a decent job. Anyway, we're gonna go straight. I believe we're gonna go straight up here, and we'll hit Ram Khamhaeng Road. This is one way to do it, I guess. Or I could turn right and then go left. Just see when I get up to the street. I kind of forget which way would be best. Be careful with yourself. Get a pint of Guinness. I heard the supplier won't be getting any time for a few weeks. It would be nice to have a pint of Guinness, but I will be down south, and my buddy likes to drink beer. So if I can get some, I will. Just be careful with yourself. We all love a challenge. I don't think we all love a challenge. I think some people don't want a challenge. But we are not getting any younger. So make it realistic for your own sake. Well, I understand. And you are right. You know, I have a tendency to bite off more than I can chew. You know, my eyes are bigger than, well, I don't know about that, but my aspirations maybe and ambitions may be a little greater than what I'm capable of, but once in a while I pull something off. So hopefully I can do this. Now, all right, yeah, I'm gonna go over this hill here and go over to Ram Khamhaeng Road. Well, I'm not going anywhere. You know, I mean, I'm going up there, but that's it. I should be around for a while. Hopefully a couple more years. Now, if you would be so kind, please click thumbs up or thumbs down if you like. Either way, it helps with the algorithm. Thank you. It helps with the algorithm and helps my videos and streams. I am going to get my videos done. I got a lot on my plate again now, which I don't know why I do this. It's like, my wife was like, you know, you don't have to go and do all these things. You could just like stay at home and, you know, piddle around and go around town and you'd probably be just fine. And I'm like, yeah, but it's boring, you know? 390 kilograms. Let's see, we should walk where? How am I gonna get over here? I guess I'll just go straight. Jesus Christ. This is the little chess park, and if I turn right, I'll go right down by the Mall Bangkok, which I don't want to. I don't want to go have a coffee. I don't want to stop. Here's a massage parlor. Opens at 8 o'clock. And that's something that I'm definitely going to be doing once in a while. You know, get a nice foot massage. Hopefully in every town, but I don't know. We'll have to see. Let's see here. Oh, there's a sidewalk over there. So let's go this way. Red light. Are they out playing chess yet? They're getting set up. I didn't even think of it, Polska, if you're still here, but hey, monks they go barefoot and they walk a long way every day. So it's not impossible. This is Bangkok. Little light drizzle, which is nice. I'm drenched with sweat already. It's nice and humid here. Now, you see over here to the right, this is the second to last stop of the canal taxi. And the stop, if I keep going straight, whether I walk or take the boat, you run right into the Mall Bangkok. Let's see. I believe if I was to take a left up here, I would get down to the airplane graveyard, which I've streamed from, I think, twice. And really, it's not a big deal. And there are people that have squatted there that are like, if you want to come onto these grounds, you got to pay us money. And, you know, I don't mind throwing them 100 baht, but like, sometimes they ask you for a couple of hundred, 500 baht. It's like, you mean you want me to pay $15 to go onto a piece of land that you don't own so that I can come on here for about 15 minutes and look at this plane that's really, there's nothing all that special about it. Well, thank you. Rom Cloud. Take a left. Ram Kam Hang. Take a right. I used to live up here. Let me see. I think it's to the right. I have to take a right, and then it's on the left side. When my wife and I first started going out, she was living over here. She just finished school, and I was living like an hour away. Yeah, I get that a lot. Oh, it's your streams are great when you just like talk to us and everything, and you're sitting at Starbucks, but it's better when you travel around. I'd love to travel more, but it's a lot of effort. It's a lot more effort than you might think, It's not just I'm going to get a backpack and just go. It's a little bit more than that, but let me see if I can cross the street here and get over to where I used to live. Well, unfortunately, at this point, I think that people who are truly enthralled with bar girls who are just coming to Thailand for the first time are not very bright, and gets a bit old. No, I'm not using a GoPro. I don't have a GoPro anymore. My GoPro broke and they can't fix it. They fix it, but it'll cost me as much to fix it as it will to get me almost as much to get a new one, so it's not worth it. I've been thinking about that 8. But then the other thing is I need to make sure it can stream and stream well. If the GoPro 8 can't stream, I don't know. It's not such a priority. Joke. Yeah. Joke right here. No, this is not where I used to live. So I think it's the next street. They're doing so much construction, it's hard for me to remember. I think this is it right here. In the brown buildings. It's been a long time, but we only lived there for like 2 or 3 months. We lived there for like 2 or 3 months, and then we got another place in town. And then we got another place, and in that place, that was where I fell from. There was a fire, and I couldn't get out. So that was the end of that place. We split from there. It means I either will only be using my iPhone, or it means I'll be bringing a lightweight film camera, very lightweight. I have some heavy film cameras, the Nikon F2, which is awesome. I have Fuji cameras, but yeah, one small backpack. That's it, man. Small backpack with a, I'll show, I'm gonna do a little what's in the bag. There's like 37 items, but that's like including like my passport, my glasses, you know, toothbrush, toothpaste. That's everything. Let's put it this way. It'll be, you see the guy with the orange bag up ahead? There'll be less stuff in my bag. Quite a bit less. Swadee Kap, Swadee Kap. Yeah, I'm going, probably that, even the lightweight camera, you know, I have a couple of rolls of film if I decide to take it. But the camera, it's lightweight, but it's probably the heaviest thing that I'll carry, aside from the mini tripod. Shit, you can't walk through or what? Yeah, you can. At the risk of being run over, or I could just do the bridge, but I don't feel like doing the bridge. Now we're gonna have to wait for a red light. If you have not subscribed yet, please do so. Would appreciate it. Leave a thumbs up. Once this stream is done, leave a comment. Check out my other videos. You know, the whole rigmarole. I hate to have to say all that stuff, but if I don't, then sometimes people forget. All right, let's get out of here. SkyTrain. Fuck, I don't want to go up this fucking thing. God damn it. Save my knees, man. Guess you have no choice. Wait a minute. No. There's only one way to go, so I got to go around. Walkway. Duh. Wake up. Huh? No? Up good. It says walkway. Guess not, though. They're usually really clear, but that one's a little less so. The hell is this? Ian Boss. Café. Oh, cow. What? Oh, cow fair. Boy. Karaoke. Oh. All right. Now we're back on track. This is Ramkhamhaeng Road. Jesus Christ, what time is it? 7 o'clock. I've been streaming for an hour. One of my favorite camera shops in all of Bangkok is up ahead. Unfortunately, I rarely buy cameras from there. I've bought a couple, but they only sell film cameras. And they have some fantastic cameras, but you know, you're talking about old Leicas and that are in pristine condition and, you know, good stuff though. And nice old Chinese guys. They're cool. And I'm not wearing a mask, even though I do have a mask in my pocket. I'm not wearing one because I'm not really next to anybody. And I'm outside, so. Fucking big ass dog here. Guess I gotta go buy him. Can we get the thumbs up to 30? Can we do that? I don't know, to be honest. I don't know if how much cash I got. I think I got enough for a coffee maybe. Or I can just pay with my card, but I'm not really hungry, to be honest. As much as the smells are very good here, but they're always good in the morning, you know? Mutard katiam, which is pork, fried pork with garlic. Very, very good. Very tasty. So you see all the construction going on. Let's see if I can get by this guy here. That's how we do it. Lovely, huh? Wonder how many Cobras are in there. Or pit vipers. So Ramkhamhaeng Hospital is a bit up ahead on the left side. That's where Alex and Nicholas stayed in their recent stay for the dengue. They had the dengue. Depends on where you are. I mean, I rarely see any snakes here in Bangkok. I have seen a few. And it depends, of course, where you are in Bangkok. But if you go down to the south, yeah, they can be a problem. And, you know, there's some nasty snakes. They're not, you know, they're not a snake that, I mean, there are some green snakes that, they'll kill a lizard or something, but they won't hurt you. But there's a lot of nasty snakes down there. Between the cobras and the vipers. They have a place in Henri Dunant Road down by Mabun Krong. It's the Red Cross. The Red Cross Hospital or whatever. They have a snake farm where they manufacture all the snake venom, the anti-venom. I don't think there's any spitting cobras here. I think spitting cobras are mainly in northern Africa. Yeah, well, now they've had it once. I've already had it. So it is a bit of a concern. And that's something that I forgot on my list is, you know, to get some stuff like DEET or some kind of mosquito repellent. Although I don't really get bit by mosquitoes. They almost never, ever bite me. But, you know, all it takes is one by the wrong one and I could be in deep shit. So monitor lizards, they're generally not going to bother you. They want to get away from you because most of them, you know, if they're like 2-3 feet, they probably, I don't know, I mean, what their mindset is, but I don't think they don't view human beings, adult human beings as prey. Now the big ones, you know, if you're laying there on the ground and you're, you know, let's say you got shot or stabbed or something and you're mortally wounded and they figure they can get at you, yeah, they might, but generally they don't mess with you. And I've been very close to some of them and I don't like them. You know, they are pretty nasty. Like you said, they're prehistoric looking, but you know, I have a great respect for wild animals. You know, I'm not one of these people who you're gonna, I don't want to, you know, play with the lion or, you know, think it's cool to grab a poisonous snake and show, hey, I can do this. I don't care about all that shit. You show snakes respect and watch where you walk, and generally you'll be okay. You know, there are exceptions where you may step where you shouldn't step, but you know, that's why you wear boots if you're out in the jungle. Now, I won't really be in the jungle. I'll be sticking to a main road pretty much, or roads. But there may be some places where, you know, I have to think about it, but it's definitely not something that's weighing heavy on my mind. I'm not like, oh, I've got to worry about the snakes. Yeah, we should be getting close to the hospital. I don't know. I think it's way farther up now that I think about it. Well, I'm not one of these people who sees a snake and I'm gonna go and grab it. You know, which is how most people get bit. You know, it's get out of the area, get a long pole, get somebody who knows what they're doing, and that's the way you deal with them. But you know, the Manscaped underwear are working very well. No real chafing to speak of, which is a good thing. However, my shoes, I can feel I'm getting some hot spots on my toes and my left toes, the toes of my left foot, and the back of my right ankle. So I have to look and see if I can find that second skin stuff, because that's one thing that you don't think about, but it could kill your whole trip. Blisters. Here we go, Cafe Amazon. Time to have a coffee. Coffee and a little break. Ah, shit. They get the tables like this all the time. Couple. Oh, I forgot today's Mother's Day. They gave me this. So I have to give this to my wife. Today is the Queen's birthday. So it's Mother's Day. Here in Thailand. So what was that? That was about 2 hours of walking. which is good. 2 hours, take a little break. 2 hours, take a break. น้ำเปล่าไหมเกี๊ยวน้ำแข็งครับน้ำเย็นครับ No mask, please. Not here. I mean, I'm not standing next to anybody. I'm not sitting next to anybody. And how are you supposed to drink with the mask on? You know. You go into 7-Eleven, you have to wear a mask because people are walking by all the time. Here, it's not like people are right next to you, you know. Cool. Right. My nice ice cold water. Yesterday when I was when I finished the stream up and I was in the other cafe I was on down the street, they gave me a water bottle. I put the water bottle up against my head and there was like steam coming off of my head because it's so hot out, you know. It'd be nice if I had a little solar panel and you plugged it into this device that was like a cool pad, you know, like one of the ones you throw in a freezer or something like that. And then whenever you wanted it, you just unplugged it, put it on your head, strapped it on, and it cooled you down, you know. That would be nice. I have to invent that. I don't want to be here too long, so 10 minutes. It's probably around 84. But the humidity is probably around 70%. I know they have mini solar panels, but you know, at this point I'm like, I gotta watch the budget. So it's not something that's imperative. So, I mean, I have a battery pack that will last me, it'll charge my phone like, it's a 20,000 amp, you know, battery pack. It'll charge my phone like 8 times or something, I don't know. So that's the only thing I'm wondering about. And you know, here's the other thing. I do plan on streaming once a day, and I do plan on shooting video. But for the most part, if I'm gonna bring my phone with me, which obviously I have to, I'm gonna have it off most of the time. And I'll have another phone. And anybody who needs to call me, like my wife and my kids, I have another number, I have the bat line. They can call on that phone. That's that little piece, it's a little piece of crap. I say piece of crap. It's a, what is it? Samsung or something, but it's, it was like a $25 phone, $20 phone. I think it was less than $20. It was 590 baht. And that thing stays charged. You charge it up and it stays charged. If you're not talking on it all the time, it'll stay charged for like 3 days. So that way I'll leave that on, and if there's an emergency and somebody calls me, then I got the phone. Otherwise I'll turn it off, you know. I'd rather have one with an umbrella. The problem is that the sun will still hit my neck, and I need to cover up my neck. So I have the hat that covers up the back of my neck. You know, I got the Camelback. No, not one of those, but it's more like a Aussie hat, you know. You'll see. I think you guys have seen it. Some of you have seen it. It's a green hat. You know, you can snap it up, or you can just have it hanging, and it's great because it has the thing that covers your back up. The other thing is, I I may bring up some kind of a lightweight long sleeve shirt to cover up my arms so my arms don't get so burnt, you know. I know one thing, chances are I'll be a stinky, I'll be stinky. I was gonna say stinky SOB, but I'll say stinky. Probably will get a little bit stinky. A little on the funky side. See, they've got masks available over there. If you need a mask, you can buy one. You can see it over there. He's fiddling with it over there. Shit, I need to charge this. Hang on. You know I'm not going to be here for very long. Hang on a second here. I don't know if I have a fishing shirt, to be honest. Got a lot of clothes. I got to go through them. In the next couple of months, I'll be getting rid of some of my clothes and getting some new ones. The sky is up. Yeah, Carl, I know, that's a good thing. No gas mask. No gas mask necessary. You see what they're doing in Hong Kong now, though. They're arresting anybody who challenged the government before and who is a threat to them now. They're just arresting them. You know, and this is not how Hong Kong was supposed to be. Hong Kong was supposed to have some freedom and you know, their own government, not be governed by the Chinese. Hang on a second. Yeah, that's the thing. They're full commie. You know, at the Apple Daily is one. I don't know if he's the owner or the president or CEO or whatever, but the guy Jimmy Lai, he's been in the news for a while, and they just arrested him. They arrested a girl. I forget what her name is, Agnes Chow or something like that. They're arresting all the people that they feel are harmful to them. The kid, what was his name? I can't remember off the top of my head, but he's been involved in a democracy movement. Joshua Wong, he's arrested. They've been arresting all kinds of people. So, you know, I don't want to go back there. And that's why the U.S. government is telling Americans, don't go to China. If you know what's good for you, don't go there, you know. Can you imagine you get some people from like Podunk, you know, in the middle of nowhere in the United States, and they really haven't been anywhere, and they decide to go to Asia. They want to go see the Great Wall or something like that. They're totally oblivious. They go over there. Why is it this way? Why is it that way? And some Chinese guy views it in the wrong way, you know, and boom, they're arrested. Or, you know, they're talking about religion with somebody or something like that. Boom, they get arrested. You know, it's... You know, when you get to that point, what's the good of who wants to be in that country? There's a lot of Chinese that don't want to be in China. And I can tell you that most of the... Yeah, but you know, the difference is that in the United States, you supposedly have recourse. In China, you know, most people know if they want you, they're going to get you. And the U.S. government, yeah, okay, they can get you if they want you, but you have to be doing something that's very high profile generally, you know. But there are, you know, the rights, and it seems like the rights in America are slowly being eroded, you know, people's freedoms and rights. But time to get out of here. Got like 5 minutes, that's it. The mob. I think you need to get some of these mayors and governors out of office. It's funny, you know, I was listening to Joe Rogan the other day, and he's talking about how he's moving to Texas and how a lot of his friends are moving there and how they don't like the government. They feel they're inept. And, you know, then they have this attitude that people have to pay and things are more expensive, you know. So who wants to live there? Now I'm going to have to go across the street, cross over. Part of the one thing I don't like about this hospital is that because of the construction, when you come here, it's very easy. You can get here very easily, like from my house. But when you're leaving, you always have to cross the street and get a taxi. It's not like there's taxis. If you get a taxi and then you decide to get one right from the hospital, you have to take a big, long detour to get back to where you're on the road to get back to where my house is. All right, let's get out of here. You mean the gray and white stripes? All right, let's get out of here. Wait, went down the wrong way. All right, let me do this here. Shit. The other day I had, hey, thanks, Tom. It's actually not Massaut, it's Maasai. Massaut is to the east. Maasai is the northernmost point, which is where I want to go. But thank you. I'll take from Massaut. Whatever. Massaut, doesn't matter. It's time to get out of here. I don't want to. How am I going to do this? Let's see here. All right, let's get out of here. Blisters. I'm getting blisters already. I better find that soft skin fast. It's a war of attrition. That's how it works. Check that out. Better yet, check this out. All right, well, I guess we did hit 30 on the thumbs up, so that's great. How about 40 now? We only need like one more. That would be good. And if we can hit 40, how about 50? All right, 40. That's good. Oh shit. Oh. Yeah, they've actually made it a little bit better now, but I wonder, you know, if better is good enough. Alexander Hotel. All right, so I tell you what, go to the complaint department and see how much they care. Auntie, come. If you're not used to like saying good morning to people that you don't know or smiling to people, Bangkok can be a little bit overwhelming. Or any part of Thailand, because a lot of times you walk by people, they will, you know, they expect you to say hello, or they'll look at you and they're not sure. And then once you say hello or you say Sawadee Kap, they relax a little bit and they're like, oh, okay. They tend to be very friendly, you know. Sometimes they want to know all about you. They want to know your life story, you know. And what I found, and what my wife taught me, was never tell them everything. Always leave them wanting a little bit more. That way you're always the mysterious foreigner. Got Lumpini up here, Lumpini condos. You got these right here. Knight's Bridge. Now, I believe up here I will be taking a left, a little shortcut. So I don't have to go through all this construction. But I need to see what they've done, because I don't always remember exactly what's going on in every area and where they're at. But I believe I should be able to turn here. Yes. Islamic Bank of Thailand. This is one bank I don't have an account with. I have Bangkok Bank, CASHAPP Bank, United Overseas Bank, Thai Military Bank, and Siam Commercial. And most of them, well, all of them pretty much don't have much money in them. But once you open up an account here, you don't want to close it, so. Shortcut. Shortcut, shortcut. Ten to 8, so Starbucks is not even open here. The Cafe Amazon is open over at Happy Land, but that's all right. I'm gonna keep walking. I'm not worried about Starbucks. I got some coffee in me. I took my break. Now, I believe I can go over to the right. Might have to get some new inserts for my shoes because they're a bit flattened out. Wow, they completely did away with this. Holy shit. Did not know this. If any of you have been watching for a while, you would know that up ahead you see this kind of beige building. This beige building, I don't know what they've done, but it used to be, it used to be open so that you could walk right in, right straight through. And it was comprised of a number of containers, and each of those containers was a bar. And there was 2 floors, and they had things, murals painted. They had a Bruce Lee painting. They had, graphic or whatever you want to call it. They had the Flintstones. They had all kinds of cartoons. And now they've completely shut it off. I don't know why they're constantly building at this mall. And it's like, when are you going to just stop? Just stop building. People liked it. They probably weren't making enough money, But this is the place where people, after work, some of the people who weren't, like family people, some of the younger people would come to party right after work. They'd get off and they'd come here. They'd have a little bite to eat. They'd have a bottle of whiskey with their friends or whatever, with mixers. And then every time they came here, they would have a couple of drinks. They'd go home, So yeah, it's completely shut down now. Shut off. I think to the right, though, you can get in at the right, up ahead here. Longhorns, what's happening, man? Why are you awake so early? Cannot sleep? I'm awake early because I'm going to have to be walking early to avoid the heat. So that means like 4 in the morning, 3:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. By 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, I'll be done for another half a day. Yeah, this is where you can get in over here, but it's completely changed. World Slam Stadium. So they're turning this into a stadium? Moy Baran. Oh, okay. I still haven't seen anything there. My feet already feel it, Longhorns. I need to get some of that. I don't know what the hell happened to the stuff I had, the Band-Aid, second skin thing, I gotta look for it. The other thing to consider is that, yeah, I know. Actually, it was pretty good. And then next door, over here, on the other side, this is Tawana. And it's nothing like it used to be. It's not as good, in my opinion. Yes, liquid skin. But over to the next one is Tawana Song, Tawana 2. And that place turned into the new place to party. And I don't know if it's still going. But, they're always making changes, and it never seems like it's for the better. Starbucks does it too. They'll have some great meal, and it's like, it's healthy, it's, it tastes good. It's not all that expensive. And then it'll be like the next month they'll be like, oh, promotion over. It's like, why'd you get rid of it? All right, they got to have the music playing, They know Scott Mallon's coming. They want to get his live stream demonetized so he can't make his $3 or whatever he makes over the course of 20 years. It's the Drama Cafe. Hey, let's all head over to the Drama Cafe. Sounds like a place I want to go. $90 beer. You know, the one bad thing about the Manscaped is because they hold your package in place, at times, you know, you need to move it around a little, and it's not like you can just do a little wiggle and everything slides back into place. It's not how it works. Manscaped holds your tool in place. And if you want to get some of those Manscaped shorts or the hedge trimmer to trim your nether regions, you use the code MALIN20 to get 20% off. But actually, I do like the stuff. It's very good, speaking seriously. But I will say that when you've been walking for a long time, listen, doesn't matter what kind of shorts you're wearing. You've been walking for a long time, sometimes you got to move your piece around. You got to move your junk just to let it breathe a little bit. So, is this going to do it for me? That's only 2.5 hours. Yeah, well, blame the Chinese, the CCP. Not the Chinese, because Hong Kongers and Taiwanese and some Singaporeans would consider themselves Chinese. So blame the CCP, blame the Chinese government and those who follow willingly. I don't know if the girl is still here. That she's a drink girl. She sells drinks up here. She's been here forever, but I haven't walked by here for a while. And she used to sell me coconut water. So how am I supposed to get out of here? You close it up. This is the place right here, but it's different now. I don't know if this is still hers. It looks quite a bit different. Who knows? Anyway. 8 o'clock, Starbucks is still closed, and I haven't walked far enough. Longhorns, I'm curious to know, how many miles would you march on an average day? I'm gonna get a haircut before I leave any day. Today, next couple of days. I've been meaning to do it for a while. And a little bit of a beard trim. But then I'm going to let it go crazy. But it's already, my beard is not that long right now. And it's already starting to get a bit hot. Like I feel like I got a rug on my face. We're not going to Starbucks. Gennaro, good morning, good evening. Diggity dog, it's hot. It's humid. You know, this thing is squirrely, man. This, Okay, so you see Starbucks is not open, but they've already got the chairs out. So that means somebody's there. But I'm not gonna go there today. Gotta keep walking. Yes, indeed. I'm a walking. So I think I'm gonna do a little something different. Do I really want to? No. Do something like I always do. Ah. 35 miles. That's the most ever. Yeah, that's a long way. 8 miles, that's not all that much. You could complain, you just don't want to. You choose not to. So that's a good thing. Gotta watch these sidewalks. Yeah, for 8 miles is a lot with a full kit, but I mean, 35 miles is, you must have been exhausted after that one. These are Jono type sidewalks. Really, look, you can see all the little, you know, like this. These are not real bad, but they're not great. Guy doesn't have his coconut water out yet. It's too bad, you know. But this thing is fucking pissing me off. It locks up and then it doesn't. There we go. See? This is what I wanted. Totally exhausted and every muscle has been cramped, sleeping, and it's fun. It's great once you're done. Once you're done and you've recuperated, then it's great. You know? We could go down here, but we were here yesterday. Take the shortcut. Just give me a little more walking time. Accomplishment. I'll have to take the truck back in shame. I rarely come here. Rarely. And if I do, it's usually a movie or for wherever, for whatever, for just some odd reason. One thing I have not talked about is that I'm going to have to schedule my shits. Now, taking a piss on the side of the road is no big deal. Taking a dump, you know, it depends on where you are. You don't want to be taking a dump next to some guy's house. I mean, you know, wet wipes will be available. But, you know, it is something to think about. And yesterday when I was done with my walk, you know, I haven't been drinking any soda or anything like that, but I did have a Gatorade. And almost as soon as I drank the Gatorade and was done, bam, right into the crapper. Probably because of the sugar or whatever in it. So, you know, case in point, don't drink Gatorade immediately and guzzle it. MK. How am I going to get down from here? I got to jump. I'm like a small elephant. I don't want to. Well, that's the point, is immediately I felt the need to purge. You know, did my stomach in real quick. And then I've been eating the, what do you call it, quinona? I've been doing the Winona Ryder salad. And that stuff goes right through you, or at least it goes through me. Quinoa. Oh yeah, that'll do it. I'm gonna wear a diaper. Let me get some Depends. They have this quinoa salad at the mall that's fantastic. And you know, it's got like some feta in it, it's got some olives, it's got the quinoa, it's got all kinds of little, you know, green onions and all kinds of shit. Swaddy Cup. Whoa. Well, I do feel a lot better, you know. this ain't my first rodeo, but you know, when you're coming off the couch, there's a reason why I'm coming off the couch. I've been coming off the couch for the last almost week now, because once I start walking, I don't want to suffer as much, you know? My joints are sore right now. I'm a bit sore, you know? And I won't have the luxury of a massage. I'd like to just carry like this, that's it. Just one little bag. Food that stops you up. You like prunes? Yeah, that's nice. Beer never helps. Well, it does help, just in different ways. A suppository before every morning walk. Before I go out in the morning, it's a suppository. To be completely honest, I'll be very happy if I make it from Masai to Chiang Rai and Chiang Rai. I'm not going to Chiang Mai. I leave in 1 week. I'm actually not going to Chiang Mai. I'm going through Phrae. So the way that I'm going to do it is, I know the cities and I know the route. And so if you hit the city and you look for the options nearby, which are like, you know, hotels, restaurants, that kind of thing, the Google Maps will show you where the hotels are. And if you see some like right on the route and you go, okay, this is 35 kilometers away or 32 kilometers away, that's about 20 miles. Okay, final destination. No, there's no surprise. Gennaro, you need to go to my website, please, at americaninbangkok.com. It'll be the first thing you see. I don't know if you got my message yesterday either, by the way. What day? Poor guy, pedaling his ass off. It is a hot one. It is a humid one today. Oof. Oh. Well, you know, north to south, one way or the other, you know, hopefully I'll get there, you know. Oh, why am I going this way? I guess you can walk over here, eh? How did that go? Oh, right over here, okay. Ooh, that one's steep right there. Yeah. All right, we're almost at 3 hours minus 10, 15 minutes. So that's good because I got some things to do today. I will end up walking for another hour or so. I'd like to go for, I'd like to do a test run and do like a 10-hour stream, 10-hour walk. But I don't know if that's going to be possible. This is the other thing too. Internet, I was figuring it out. I need a gigabyte of bandwidth per hour. So a 24-hour stream, 24 gigabytes. An hour a day times, say, 5 gigabytes. Yeah, exactly. It'll just wear me down. The other thing is that, I've been saying that Steve from Steve's Kitchen will be doing a walk, and he's walking from northern Scotland down to London somewhere. And, he's going to be carrying more stuff, and I'm like, dude, I don't know, you're going a long ways and you never really walked that far. I'm like, are you sure you want to do that? And he's like, the thing is he doesn't care how many miles he walks every day. He's not saying I need to walk 20 miles a day to get done in 2 months. You know what I mean? And that's a good thing. So I'm thinking maybe I need to worry less about how many miles per day, but then, I'm not camping out. So, the longer it takes me, the higher the cost. I don't want to spend 1,000 baht a day. I'd like to get, hotels for 300-400 baht. May not be possible, but if you do 500 baht and then you spend money for eating and everything like that, water, you're talking about 800 baht a day. It adds up, Wish the army said, get there when you get there. Yeah, I know, exactly. What time is it? 8:30. Masai to Chiang Rai is the first leg. If you go to my website, AmericanInBangkok.com, or you look on the Facebook page, you'll see the map laid out. Can I effectively... one step. I thought I was going to Chiang Mai, but I'm not. I'm going to Pre. What's going on here? Gotta go to the ATM. Walking, yes. I'm gonna walk as long as my feet will work. As long as my feet are working, I'm walking. Which is why I'm going to be carrying very, very little. My wife is right, thanks. Well, she does know me. You know what? Half the fun is just trying. You know? I do care if I can do it or not, but, you know, like I said, half the fun is trying. But I feel like I'm due. I need to get this done. I need to do it. Oof. Oh well, yeah. I mean, you know, it's like slow walk. I don't have to walk 5-6 kilometers an hour. I don't have to do 25 miles a day. You know, I should just take my time, enjoy the, you know, I should take a stroll, not walk for speed, because I can tell you after 4 days right now, I am a little sore, but the soreness will go away. But like today is the first day where the bottom of my feet, I'm starting to get a blister. That's not good. So I'm gonna have to dig out that liquid skin or whatever. If I can't find it, I'll have to try to get some here. I just need a water and I want to sit down and I'm done. สวัสดีครับน้ำเปล่าครับใส่น้ำแข็งนะ ขอบคุณครับ All right, let's get set up here. Oh, they're all new. Every girl here is new. All the old ones are gone. But that's kind of par for the course here. They get sick and tired of working here and then they leave. And that's the truth. Not like in Starbucks where they get treated pretty well, you know. At least from what I hear. I don't know. I could be, you know. I'm just saying what's been told to me. All right, let me get this set up here. All right, let's see. There's two of them that look like her, but she's one of them. They look the same, you know. One of them's got braces, the other one doesn't. This one doesn't. And they don't speak a word of English. She doesn't speak a word of English. Well, she might speak a word. I don't know. Hang on one second. Cool. They took down the Cool. They took down the plexiglass. I don't know why. You want the camera on them or on me? Up to you, you know? Tell you what, for now, I'll keep it on them. How did I know Gennaro would be all for them? What's the matter? Nobody loves my face? I mean, come on, don't I have a lovable face? Hey, one more and we hit 50 thumbs up. Now if I could get 50 contributions, that would be great. 50 contributions at $10 each is 500 bucks. Well, that's, you know, it's a start. We're gonna have to do this right here. There, you can take everything in. Take it all in. Yeah, fuck you guys. See how pussy whipped all you guys are, and how into the trim. You're so into the trim. It's supposed to be bros before hoes. Don't you know that? But the first piece of tail, it comes shaking her little feathers at you. And guess what? Scotty is, huh? Scott? What? Huh? I don't know any Scott. See how you guys are? Let's see if we can get the light a little bit different here. That's how most guys are. You know. There you go. You know, don't ever let it be said that I don't cater to my subscribers' wishes, especially Gennaro, because I know what a horny bastard he is. Horny old goat. She's the lady who owns this place is finally starting to get some food and cakes, you know, some cakes and little bread and stuff back up. The whole place was empty for a while. I don't know what her name is. I think it's Pom Pew or Pew Pom or something like that. I forget. No, I know jealous. No problem. Forget. Let me see if I can see it. I forget what her name is. I'm not that tight with them yet. Although with her, she's always the cashier, so I always talk to her for a minute or two. Or almost always, but I don't remember her name. It starts with a P. It's like two names. Two names. Starts with a P. Let me see if I can see what it is. Her name is Hey You. Gennaro's planning the wedding. So, I mean, she's fairly new, but I think she's the boss. She's the boss. She's the one who handles everything. And you know, I saw the lady who owns the place. She's giving her the, you know, she's giving her this, which means it's just typical. You know, it means like you need to do this, you need to do that. Chào nàiอยู่ไหน น้องครับ เช้านายอยู่ไหน เช้าไหน เขาอยู่ไหน เขาไม่อยู่เหรอ นอนเหรอ ดีใจไหม ดีใจสิเฮ้ยผมรู้แล้ว มานานแล้ว เป็นปนาคารเยอะก็เพลียนตลอด they know I know อันนี้มันคนไม้ใช่ไหมทุกคนคนไม้ใช่ไหมOh, Jonna, you're changing your tune? What's the deal, man? They're surprised that I know about the owner. I know all about her because you know, all these, after a while I come here and all the people here, they always tell me, she's a stickler, let's put it that way. It's like if they forget to push the chair in, you know, they got to push all the chair, make sure all the chairs are in. If there's a speck of dirt on the ground and she comes in and sees it, she's like, I don't know if any of you remember, but next door here, this over here, it used to be her little restaurant. They used to have a restaurant and this place here. You know what? Maybe I'll let you guys have a chat with her. Why not? ตอนนี้ใครเป็นผู้จัดการคนอ่ะอยู่เป็นแมเนเจอร์เป็นพนักงานแต่ทำไมอะไรนะชาวนายก็เวลาเข้ามาเขานั่งกับคุณใช่ไหมผมคิดก็เป็นแมเนเจอร์เป็นไม่มีแมเนเจอร์เป็นลูกเขาเป็นลูกน้องลูกน้องแต่ชอบทำงานที่นี่ไหมชอบไหมก็สนุกดีค่ะเฉยใช่ไหมชิวๆเลยชิวโอเคสนุกนิดหน่อย You have to extrapolate the truth from them, which is like when the boss is, you know how it is, the boss is not around and it's fun, and when the boss is here, it's not as fun. Her name is Poupe, which I used to know a girl named that. So I don't know what that means, but I don't know. I could ask her how old she is. At this point, I'm in enough. I can ask. I can weasel my way, and I can ask him pretty much everything. Johnny, what's happening? When the chick finishes and she's done at the thing, I'll ask her. Oh, that's not very nice. Caray, mate. They think they know that I know exactly how it is because I've probably seen 100 staff members come and go here. Whereas in Starbucks, I may have seen 50 over 15 years. Gianara, she will cost big. No, I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know if she goes to school. I haven't found that out because, you know, I'm not really that interested. But Gianara, I can try to set it up. But, you know, I don't know. I would say that. What's the other one's name? Not Mild. You know, something about she doesn't do anything for me, the Mild girl. None of them really do, because I get to know them. Once I get to know them, I'm like, eh. You know, it's like you got some beautiful girl with big breasts and a beautiful rear end, and then you're sitting on the sofa with her, and she's like, you know, ripping farts with you, and it's like, it's so alluring. Now, I'll ask her how old she is, but give me a minute. Slowly. Hey, what the hell's going on here? Using the grinder during my stream. I'm gonna have to teach these people. She's getting a strawberry smoothie. They have something here called a strawberry cheesecake. Extremely tasty, but full of sugar. And since I'm trying to cut down on the sugar, thank you, Jono. Thank you, Fidelity. Between them both now, it's ingrained in my head. And Alex, you know, how many days has it been since you had a soda? 9 days. Well, they do have a little strawberry cake. It's not cheesecake. Poupe. อายุเท่าไหร่อะ ต้องคิดนะ ต้องคิดก่อนนะ she's 23, almost 24. What about เขาชื่ออะไรนะมด Ant อายุเท่าไหร่อะ So she's 22. She's 22. คุณพูดภาษาอังกฤษได้ไหม No problem เหรอ ออดปัญหา No problem. Hello, how are you? I'm fine, thank you. Where you come from? แต่ถ้าไม่สบายคุณจะพูดอะไรอ่ะถ้าไม่สบาย how สบายดีไหมครับจะไม่สบายคุณพูด I'm fine, thank you ไม่ได้ She's like, I don't know what to say. Oh, God. If there's nobody in here, they'll talk. But when there's people in there, they have to be cool. No, you can't imagine it. Believe me, Jim. I'm serious. And I looked a little bit better, too. You know, I was younger, so I had a little bit more going for me. And back then, you know, I didn't mind wearing jeans and you know, a pair of nice shoes. And now it's like, that's a special occasion for me to wear a pair of jeans, you know. Cop. There's another one here who's a little bit taller than her. They could be sisters, but she's got braces on. I think this is the better looking of the two. I don't know. But I noticed that when the girls are talking to this guy, or the other guy that works here once in a while, they always say "ka," so they're in a formal relationship. They're not in a, you know, they're not like all that close. That store has mice, big mice. I guess, I don't know. Does it? black coffee one noi. My wife gets espresso one noi, which means, well, she gets espresso yen. Which is a cold espresso, a little sweet. It's Mickey. Let me see something here. 52 thumbs up. That's nice. Can we hit 60? Oh yeah, it is Mickey. I don't know why they put these pictures up here. I mean, it's like they got a template or something and spray painted it, and you can see that it has a, Jono, you know the word, moire. You can see it. So they just basically got a printed picture like from some magazine and I don't know, copied it and then printed it and put it on the wall. Yes, moire. I would do things a little bit different, but then that's me. I would have some Scott Mallon photos with me standing there in the power pose. The Longhorns. Ugh. You must be desperate at this point. You're ready to fly over to Thailand at a moment's notice. Hey, how come I didn't get one of those? ไม่มีอะไรสำหรับวันแม่เหรอไม่ให้เหรอ
วันแม่มีโปรโมชั่นกาแฟ
เอากาแฟ
นี่ค่ะรายการใครก็ได้1รายการ
ผมไม่ได้ซื้อกาแฟมีแล้ว
มีอันนี้นะคะสตรอเบอรี่ชีสเค้ก
ไม่เป็นไรก็มีแล้วอันนี้จากรามคำแหงเดินจากรามคำแหงที่โรงพยาบาลรามก็มีคาเฟ่ Amazon คุณไม่รู้เหรอคุณไม่รู้จักคนมาจากจังหวัดอะไรอ่ะ
แม่เพิ่งมาอยู่แถวนี้ค่ะ
จากจรัญสนิทวงศ์อ๋อกรุงเทพอ๋อShe's a little slow. When I said, how old are you? She's like, 23, 24. Which means she's 23 right now, but she's in her 24th year, which is a Thai thing. God, I gotta take you guys to Hooters, man. I have to take you guys to Hooters and live stream from there. Let's turn it back on them. It's a little more fun. I don't want to look at myself. I'm 23 and 24 and then some. You know what's so funny is I look at Alex and Nicholas and like Alex is almost 20 and I'm like, they're both like babies. So, you know, I mean, she's no baby, but she'll have to grow up fast. But like, I met my wife. My wife was younger than she is. The other one, I think, said she's 22. I think I met my wife when she was 21 or 22. I'd have to think about it again. Hooters, yes, please. Yeah, you see? If I started going to Hooters every week, that'd probably be worth a membership fee to some people. Jesus Christ. They'd be like, oh, okay. Thai girls with big breasts? Oh, okay. So now I know the truth about all you guys. It's not about Scott Mallon and his content. It's about, is he gonna not bang. Is he gonna bang? Is he gonna run into some hotties here and there? Gut rot? No. You know, I like to think I'm a little more highbrow than just tits and ass, you know. You know, listen, the bottom line is this. As much as I'd like to say, hey, I want some philosophical, intellectual, documentary type live stream or video, the truth is it all boils down to a couple of things. Money, tits, and ass. That's about it. Isn't that what life is all about? Money, T, and A. Oh, and family. But, you know, for some, family is not all that important. Or their priorities are different. The girl's like, you don't get one of these Mother's Day things unless you buy a coffee, but I don't feel like having another coffee. I've already had one, and I'll have one when I go home after I take a shower. You see this monk? Straight ahead, there's a monk. Just sitting at the door. See him? Keep those thumbs up coming, please. I'd like to hit 60. That would be good. Dre, who was here before, I don't know if he's still listening, but he's working on a t-shirt right now that says Thailand north to south. It's got a graphic of Thailand in red, white, and blue, which, you know, of course, are the Thai colors. It's got a line that denotes the route to get from Masai to Bangkok, Bangkok to Baton. And then on the back, it has a list of every city that I'll be passing through, or supposedly passing through, as shown on Google. So that should be done in another day or two. Boy. So we're almost at 3 hours. 3 gigabytes of bandwidth. I tried to figure out how many hours do I think I'll be streaming. How much bandwidth will I use and how much will it cost? I'm trying to figure that in because, you know, one thing I didn't do in that last trip, I figured all the costs out and put them up on my website at americaninbangkok.com, like that segue. And I forgot to factor in the bandwidth because, you know, a 2-hour stream, 3-hour streams, 2-3 gigabytes. You know, it's not a lot, but then when you do it all the time, it adds up. It's not huge or anything, but, you know, I'm trying to think. 24 plus say 50, 75 hours of bandwidth. What is that? 25. It's not that much. It's about 1,500 baht, 1,600 baht, something like that. Depending on how I do it. It's only about 50, 60 bucks. Here you go, Gennaro. You can see if she's going to be a good mother. Because the girl's got a kid, and she's very playful with the kid. Good sign for you, Gennaro. Only 2 more thumbs up and we got 60. Please click the thumbs up. Let's hit it. I'd love to get 60. That'd be great. I don't know what's the most number of thumbs up I've had on a video. I think it's on the one video I have that's like almost 900,000 views. I think that's the one that has the most thumbs up. Probably the most thumbs down as well. Resume or resume? You get like a IRL view of the coffee shop. Everybody who comes in. What's very cute, Gennaro? Me or the cashier or the baby or what? I'm still showing 58. Oh, the baby. So then what? I'm not cute too? I mean, how's things at this hour? Same, you know? Same all the time. I'm pretty much the same all the time. And I kind of like it that way. In case you don't know, today is Mother's Day in Thailand. So, assuming that you have a mother and you like her or love her, well, you know, that's how that's how you get set up here. You get one of your friends to go, hey, you know, I mean, it's just like so high school, but, you know, one of my friends thinks you're really cute. Oh, who's that? Gennaro. Gennaro, where is he? Oh, well, he's online here, but he's a good-looking guy. Oh, really? Can he send me a photo? Yeah, and then, you know, you start some little love affair online, and the next thing you know, you're married and you got kids, and, you know. That's how it works. These guys are in love again. Love, 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 love. Oh, Gennaro is a player. Yeah, you know, I never liked being set up. You know, many years ago, I mean, I think it was like, I don't know, 24 years ago. It was actually, I was teaching English. It was the 3-month period where I was teaching English. And there was a girl in my class. She had a bit of booty on her, which I wasn't really into her that way, but she was really, really, I mean, she was a very pretty girl and nice midsection and everything, but her butt was a little bit, you know, one of those ones where the butt's a little cellulite-y and jiggly. You know, so I was kind of like, but, you know, I was like, hey, maybe, you know, maybe, you know, we get a couple drinks in us and, you know, it could work out. And she told me, hey, listen, I've got a friend. How about we meet, we have a drink or whatever. I said, yeah, okay. So she had me meet her over at the Emerald Hotel, which is on Ratchada. At the time, I was like, where's Ratchada? It was, like a big deal for me to go over to Ratchada because I hadn't spent much time here. And I spent most of my time down on, to being in lost. I don't know, Johnny. Being in love means you stay for round 2. I don't know. So I met her at the Emerald Hotel in the lobby, and she brings her girlfriend, and her girlfriend was very nice, but was so far away from my type. I was like, hi, how are you? Nice to meet you, And she was like, lust has a chance to stick around. Well, that's another way of looking at it. But this girl was so not my type. And I had to be, you know how that is. I had to be very, very nice. We're all sitting there, and I'm like, okay. And the girl that, that I thought was very pretty was like, oh, don't you want her phone number? I'm like, yeah, okay, I guess. And that's even better. And I was like, yeah, okay, I guess. And so she gave me her phone number, and of course I never called. And then the girl was like, you haven't called my friend? And I'm like, no, I've been really busy. And, she asked me like twice, and then I finally just went, I think once I learned, I was like, no, not my spec, May try my spec. So, I could like tell her that, hey, all these foreigners, the ones here, they probably get paid shit. I mean, they might be making 10,000 baht a month. In Starbucks, they're making more. Nobody wants the other one? There is another one. Leave it all up to you guys. Minus taxes, which is not that much. Yeah, well, for some of them, they're living with their boyfriend, they're living with their parents, they're living with 3 other girls. You're actually gonna do something today, Jono? Be careful with that leg, man. Don't overwork it, Definitely don't overwork it. I think being off his feet is very difficult for Jono, because he likes to. He's like anybody else. He likes his freedom. He likes to be mobile. He likes to be able to go where he wants, when he wants. Hey, I got to go down and, get some water. I got to go get this. I got to get that. I want to go here. I want to go there. I'm going to have lunch at this place down the street. And when his leg is messed up, it's a much, or anybody's leg, it's a lot more difficult to get around. And thus, he's in a difficult position. Jono pulled a Jono and was walking down the sidewalk and tripped over a little. The sidewalks are not always even here, so you have to be very, very careful. He tripped, and it actually messed up his knee, but also his quad. I think he said he tore his quad. And so he was going to have surgery, and then they said, well, let's not do it right away. And so he's trying to get better, but, knees are very tricky. I feel like putting my back up against like the wall or something and scratching my back. I gotta scratch my back. And now back to our next attraction. Oh, is he older? Might take longer to heal. Jono is a very young 65. I know how it feels, man. I broke my femur in 3 places. Oh, that sucks. I know how it feels too. I've had cast on my knee. I've had cast on my foot. Many injuries. Anyway, he's getting better. He'll be all right. He's strong though, I mean, he's 65, but I'd say he's stronger than a lot of, young guys, No, that's the problem. Your knee and your yeah, well, I wish I could say that that's true, but you're an old 20? Ugh, there is no such thing as an old 20. There's only 20-year-olds who think they're old or think they're older than they really are. You and I both. The only person who has more injuries than me is Evel Knievel. $65 is the new 80. I started getting gray hair in my early 20s. Ugh. Well, I've got gray hair, and I've noticed it's getting into the top of my head now, not just my beard. Serious discussion. There'll be a time when my beard will be completely white. Come on, let's get the thumbs up to 60, ladies and gentlemen. I know there's those ladies out there who are just a little too shy because of Gennaro and his aggressive nature. The ladies are hesitant to talk. All right, just popped up 4. That's great. Love to see that. Thank you very much. I never worried about the gray hair. Well, I never worried about it either, to be honestly. Have I ever tried any of these cakes? Actually here, I've only tried like 1 or 2 in the whole time I've been coming here. And, they're kind of typical of Thai cakes, which is that they're not as sweet as like cakes that are made in the U.S. You know, they don't have quite as much sugar, and the flavor is not quite the same, but they're all right. You know, they're a little bit cheaper than like Starbucks. Starbucks, theirs are better, but I try not to eat these things, man, because I don't want no. You know, it's got to be a treat. It's too easy for me. I mean, man, I'll gain or lose 10, 12 kilos like it's nothing, you know. So it's like, I'm the kind of guy that, like, I eat a piece of cake, then I take a dump and I gain 2 kilos, you know. They're having a serious, Anyway, this stream's getting a bit long. We're over 3 hours. Really, I want to keep the streams, while I'm on the road, I want to keep the streams to an hour, maybe even 45 minutes. And if something exciting is happening, then maybe an hour and a half, but no more than an hour and a half, because I have to think about this and about my time and everything like that. So that's what is it that Robert Blake used to say? That's the name of that tune. Yeah. So that's the name of that tune. I want to do shorter streams. And yeah, I guess that's it. Let's see. When I get home, I tell you what I'll do. For those who are interested, I'm gonna give you the Malin 10 code. It's just Malin and 10, and if anybody wants to buy a shirt, you get 10% off. And as soon as the other shirt is ready to go, I'll include the discount on that one. And believe me, it's not like I'm making a killing off the shirts or the mugs, but every little bit helps. And you know, I don't know what else to say. Anyway, please subscribe. Please click like. Thumbs up. Thumbs up, Thailand. Leave a comment. Share it. You can share this if you want. I noticed some couple people shared my Facebook and some other things. Thank you very much. You want a t-shirt, t-shirts, mugs, like I said. I gotta remember Malin 10. As soon as I get home, I'll make the code up. I haven't done it. And big shout out to Mr. Bilal. Thank you. Bilal. Mr. Bilal. Thank you, Mr. Bilal. Big shout out to you. What the hell else was I gonna say? I still got books. I'm trying to write, but I only have so much time in the day. I write a little bit, and some days I write more than others, but eventually I'll get another book done one day, for what it's worth, which who knows. Just go down in the description. Visit my website. Start visiting my website more often because I'm starting to blog. I've got something going up today. What the hell was it? I forgot what it is. What is it? Maybe it's about my trip. Maybe it's, I don't know. I forgot. Something worthwhile, I think. Like I was talking to Dre, I was surprised. He was like, "You got a website? Because if you don't, I'll make you one up." I'm like, I used to have like 5 of them. But, now I don't know how many I got. 3, I think. So, let me tell you something. That Texas chicken, that wrap was really good, actually. So, anyway, everything's in the description. Everything's on my website. The trip is fast approaching. If you can contribute in any way. I know now is not a great time for a lot of people, but hopefully the Democrats and Republicans will get their shit together and start helping some people out. But any way you can help is appreciated, and you know, watching is good also. The channel is slowly but surely gaining a little momentum, which is great, and it's all because of you guys. So Bar Girl Lives Matter. Yes. Hey, we don't have to say Black Lives Matter. Bar Girl Lives Matter. That's how it works. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Das Vidanya. Cheers. Prost. Chok di. Chon Gale. Everything is in the description. 65 likes, thank you very much. That's great. Go-Go Lives Matter. Stripper Lives Matter. How about that? I think that's better. Thai Go-Go Dancer Lives Matter. How about Twats Matter? A little bit too much? I could change it for the C word. An American in Bangkok matters. Hooker's not exactly a nice way to... I think some Thai girls might get a little irritated by that, but not that it matters. I still have a lot of ideas for the shirts, but just, you know, time and energy are never in sufficient supply. So, anyway, check things out. Don't want to say too much. I've already said enough. So, until next time, Johnny Siam's live. Wait, Johnny Siam's life matters. Yes. Listen, I was saying to somebody the other day. It was probably my family. I was like, my life barely matters to you. You know, I mean, really. Everybody's got their own thing. They're doing their own things. And then it's like, oh, something's wrong? You know, you always think, oh, things will be all right, you know. Everybody's life matters, at least a little bit. So, I'll give you one last look at Poupée. At Poupée, yes. She doesn't know. She's enthralled in conversation. I'll have a chat with her once we're offline. So until next time, I am Scott. I am an American in Bangkok with some young baristas who Gennaro has a thing for. He's a barista. He's got a barista fetish. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Chok di, Jerkan mai, and see you later, all right? Arrivederci. I'll give you, you know what? I'm not going to say anything for 1 minute, and you guys can watch, although there's not much to see because it's hard to see them, but maybe in a minute they'll do something. They'll start dancing around or something. Thank you, sweet cakes. That is all.